Good evening, everybody. I am trying to get the full moon influences up so that y'all can have them for tomorrow. We're having a full moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees, and this full moon is the first full moon of a month that we're going to have also a blue moon at the end of the month as well. So this will be the first of two full moons for the month of July, which is already marking some significant energy running through the month of July. But this full moon has a lot of important markers in it. The moon right now is in a trine as we speak. It is in Sagittarius. Uranus is in Aries, Jupiter-Venus conjunction is in Leo, and that is making a beautiful trine tonight. So there is a beautiful fire energy going on, and there's going to be a lot of fire even throughout the rest of the year. Mercury is in 70 degrees Gemini, which makes that the top of a kite. So this is a time right now of kind of, a kite sort of is like sailing above everything, getting the big picture. So today and tonight would be a great time to kind of get a foothold on the kind of energy that's coming up so that you can make the best of it. There's going to be very intense energy, and there's going to be a lot of things that can be extremely emotional and sometimes difficult. However, with any energy, it doesn't have to be negative. It can be used to gain a better footing in your life and start new objectives for yourself and transform the life that you want, that you are actively seeking. We also have a trine going on between Neptune and the Sun in Cancer, and the Sun and Mars are conjunct right now. So there's the Sun and Mars, a lot more fire energy, but they're in very emotional sign of Cancer at the moment. Neptune is also in the most dreamiest of all the signs, Pisces, and can be casting some illusion over things as well. Saturn is in Scorpio now and is retrograde, and so there is a lot of intensity with just that marking of that energy right now. And again, all of this will be going on for the full moon tomorrow as well. The full moon is going to have some oppositions with Mercury, Mars, and the Sun. So this is going to be some interesting play. It's always in opposition to the Sun. Every full moon is. But this one is going to also have Pluto's influences over the moon, and Mars and the Sun teaming up together in the watery sign of Cancer. So we have a lot of contradictory influences. Capricorn is generally considered a masculine energy. It is hard work, solid, stable. It wants to take care of responsibilities. It doesn't easily play. It is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is in that deep sign right now of intense Scorpio, which is death and rebirth and some of the darker stuff. And that means that Saturn is wanting the Capricorn influence to look deep within, especially with Pluto sitting there right in the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorns out there have been having some rough time lately, having to deal with some very deep inner work. But we all have to, because Pluto is been in that square that we've been talking about, the cardinal grand cross, for the last 3 years. It is in a square to Uranus in the fiery sign of Aries. The thing about me, Aries is about the self. It's the first house. And so it's the inner self. Uranus is wants change, wants shakes up things. If you refuse to do the work, it will do it for you, whether you like it or not. And the more you fight against it, Uranus will actually make it a whole lot worse on you. If you do the work, then the change is welcomed, and it is the change that you have been working and developing towards. Right now, Uranus has a very positive influence because we do still have Jupiter and Venus trining it, and so it's got a lot of positive energy coming on. Venus is about beauty, appreciation, and love, whereas Jupiter is expansive, and it is expanding all of this energy out there right now. Capricorn being the male energy, and Cancer being the very feminine, watery energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is in Capricorn right now with Pluto. Whereas the Sun and Mars are very fire and masculine, so they go much better with Capricorn. So what this really is entailing is that it is Mars wanting to get moving, but emotions must be dealt with, and for growth to occur. The Sun is your identity, and it's needing refinement and discernment. So basically, Mars is wanting to get things done, but Cancer is saying, no, we've got some emotions to deal with. So we've got a lot of hot, passionate energy out there right now, but it is tempered with a lot of emotion. Being the moon is full of emotion as well, and with its being there with the deep-seated Pluto, that means that there's going to be some real deep emotions coming through that. And Capricorn, being one of hard work, means that it's going to be dealt with one way or the other. This is a time of balancing our two halves, the masculine with the feminine. And when we have our Lady Moon in a masculine, hard work driven sign, and while the Sun King is in the watery Cancer, Mars is there wanting action, while Pluto in Capricorn is saying not without deep reflection and reformation of one's inner self. This, coupled with the other major energies, are commanding us to take heed to our progress and our destination. Uranus is shaking things up, while Jupiter and Venus, conjunct on a trine, are beautifying and expanding this transformation. If you're willing to let go, then things will be coming in for you for growth, and also the dawning of the new age that we have been awaiting for quite some time. These rare events that are going to start to happen in the next 2 months are going to be trigger points, and they're going to be major marking points of the turning of this energy. One of the major events that are coming up is Venus is going to go retrograde, but it's going to stand still on July 26th. And when it does, it's going to be standing still over the fixed star Regulus of the constellation Leo. A fixed star doesn't move. However, for the first time in I haven't even researched if there is another fixed sign that has actually moved from one sign to another. But Regulus, being the sign of kings and royalty, is no longer going to be sitting in the house of Leo. It is moving to 1 degrees Virgo. That is significant. That means that leadership, rulers, kings, all of this will now have to take on not so much the fiery energy of Leo, but now start to take on the more grounded energy of Virgo. This means that a lot of our work will have to be about not so much about the self and being selfish or hoarding money or whatever. If you're going to make money, it will be because you're helping somebody else. It's going to be an energy of a nurturing mother. Virgo has a very specialized energy that isn't really the sign of Leo's bag. Leo wants to be showy. It's a very happy-go-lucky sign. Don't get me wrong. It's very passionate, and but it's a fire sign, and it's a fixed fire. And the kings and leaders, great leaders, are always born under this sign. However, right now, with that main star now edging into Virgo, it's going to be a significant tipping point in a change in how we view world leaders and how we view our acquisition of things. It won't be about getting so much the keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing. It'll be more about how you can help your fellow man. This will be a time of healers, and this is very apropos for the sign of the coming of the age of Aquarius. So this is going to be one of the first marking points. It'll be July 26th, and then and Jupiter's also going to be setting that off and passing over Regulus at 0 degrees Virgo later on in the month of August, which will mean that it will expand on this theme as well. So these are some of the shake-up times right now. It doesn't have to be negative shake-up. If you have been really trying to start new businesses, reformulate pathways of your life to fit more of your spirituality, or trying to make your outer life reflect your inner life, so to speak, then this energy is for you, and it can really start to take you the places that you have been desiring to go. It's going to be all through, like I said, this summer, and we're going to come out of some of this in September, but things won't go back to the way they were. It's going to continue on, and these are major marking stones for all the way up to 5 years from now in the year 2020. So we do have a lot of changes coming up, and we are living in a great time right now. As with anything, you do still have the right to do nothing. But if you take your cues from this bold energy, some things will die, but there will be a lot of you able to be on the cutting edge of the new age. And this is what, like I said, we've been waiting for since the 60s, since they started talking really very vocally about the age of Aquarius, and this is the time. I feel very fortunate to be alive at this time, watching it. However, change can be scary, and we are at that point right now where things are a little bit unsure and can be fearful. But remember to keep the faith of your destination, where you want to go, and understand that as the universe shakes things up and makes certain things fall away, that it is so that it can bring you greater things in your life, and probably the greater things that you have been asking for quite some time. So keep faith that the universe knows what it's doing, and set your intentions for this full moon to reflect the positive change that you are after. And it won't be that much longer before you're going to really start to see the changes happening, taking place in your life. Very, very, very powerful magical tides running right through now, and it's going to be running through all of July and all of August. So just set your kind of write out a kind of a basic plan for yourself on all the different kinds of things that you want to start working on, and set those intentions and actually set them to and send them up to the moon tomorrow night, and also on the new moon. Let's see, the new moon is going to be I believe it's in the sign of Cancer, but let me make sure. July 15th, the new moon will be in Cancer. Again, the watery sign, the feminine sign. So the moon goes back into a very feminine sign for new beginnings. And then we will have the blue moon July 31st at 5:44 a.m. Central Standard Time in Aquarius. And Aquarius is a sign of humanitarianism and always looking out for the bigger picture and taking care of other people. It does think outside the box. So this blue moon coming up is also going to be a gateway to open up your intuition as well. So if you have been wanting to work on your psychic abilities and things like that, this is also a great time to start throwing and working with that this month. This month and next month will be very powerful times of opening up your crown chakra, your third eye, and also opening up your throat chakra to be able to express your views, your opinions, also to give creative expression to all the things that your inner self has been working on for so long. So with Venus and Jupiter together as well, and later on we're going to have our second conjunction of Mars and Venus, which is another rare event to have two happening in the same year. That also will be opening up that heart chakra. So we have got a lot of fire, a lot of water, a lot of change, a lot of great possibilities for our future. So these are the time to plant these seeds, do some wonderful magic, and I hope to see you on the other side. Y'all have a blessed evening, and have a wonderful full moon, and I am hoping that I get to see the Jupiter conjunction with Venus in the sky. I've had some cloudy skies, so I have not seen much of it while it's been in its glory. So hope y'all are all enjoying that out there as well. Y'all have a great evening. Bye. Blessed be.